Hier Diamantenstadt aus Minecraft.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor.
Und er gewann.
And he won.
Na klar.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
So
We
blöde
started drifting
Erinnerungen
away from our reality.
vom Bootfahren. Ich hab echt das geschafft.
Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for radiant rainbows. He followed the sound of her electric sitar.
Kommt da nicht ran. Jetzt.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh, so viele Fische. Was ist los?
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Damit. Meine Augen waren größer als
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Manchmal verschwinden wir halt einfach in unseren
The real
kleinen...
Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
in unserem kleinen Palast im Kopf.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Dann war Feierabend. Ich würde behaupten, das ist mein Spind. Ziemlich sicher.
He began to forget the world we know.
Holy shit.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Ach, das bin ich.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Königin Schloss, Königin Schloss.
Including the wise Calico that insisted on advising him.
Molly ist auch da.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Epischer Moment. Gegner 1 zu tun. Mich krönen lassen.
Bend down
Es
his head.
looks fishy.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Ein aufrichtiges Beileid.
My brother was
Ui.
really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Es fehlen doch aber noch zwei. Dawn und Eddie. Kommen die noch? So ein gut erzähltes Storyfilm. Richtig cool gemacht, ey. Richtig cool gemacht.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Ja, ist wirklich gut erzählt und auch
Stayed.
super Bilder.
But I understand why we left.
Wirklich schön gemacht.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night. That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
Ich kann mir den Geruch richtig
When
vorstellen.
the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
Hm. Ja, es riecht richtig nach Watt.
For a while, I wondered. I started seeing things.
Ich sehe absolut gar nicht. Im Boden so ein bisschen.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine!
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it